So, hi everybody. It is me way down here in the corner, the bottom left corner. I have been through a lot trying to figure out how to show you how to get into StreamYard. It's Michelle Fox, and this is week 3 of our series, How to Go Live on Facebook for Beginners. Week 1, we talked about some basics like lighting, background, and we just used our phone to go live. Very, very simple. Week 2, we tried Facebook Live Studio, which is a desktop app that Facebook provides. Easy and yet a little more complicated than using your phone. This week we're going to use what's called a third-party app, and the most common third-party app that I'm aware of is called StreamYard. It is a free service, a free app for you to use. There is a paid version of it. And I won't bore you with the details of why it was so complicated for me to show you this, but basically what's happening right now is I'm just recording my screen. I'm like doing a long screen share. So here we go. So I am in StreamYard.com. When you get in for the very first time, it will ask for your email, and you will have to wait to get a passcode. That is how it, verifies you are who you say you are. It will have you do that every time. It has you do that rather than come up with a password. When you get in, you create your account, and then you will determine where you want to broadcast to. So let's see, I can show you, I believe, I'm going to create a broadcast. So for example, I have mine set up so that I can broadcast to Facebook, to my personal page, my business page, several different groups. I can add, if I'm having a group, if I create a group like for a party or something, I can add that in there. And then I also have my YouTube channel. So it's very straightforward, very simple to connect your account, your Facebook page to StreamYard. So don't worry about that. This will just take a matter of minutes for you to do. And then you choose, where are you going to broadcast to? I guess I better make one more. I've been making these test broadcasts all morning because I've been trying to get this accomplished. All right, who should I send one to again? We'll go back to my team. They're used to me being crazy. Okay. I'll say testing again. It's me, no worries. Okay, this is saying that when you're streaming to a Facebook group, their comments won't show their names or their pictures. So Facebook guards people's privacy. So if you are going to use StreamYard to go live on Facebook and people are commenting, while you are watching, while you are live, all you will see is Facebook user said blah, 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 blah. If they click something to give StreamYard permission to show their name, then you'll see who it actually is. Sally Mae said, da 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 da. So that's kind of nice to know who you're actually interacting with. So I would suggest that yes, you click that, because the comment instructions say to your guests before they get on to watch your live video, please allow StreamYard permission to use your name in your picture. Sometimes they don't understand what that means, but it's nice to just have that there. Do we want to schedule this for later or go now? We'll schedule it for later. Okay, Facebook doesn't allow starting more than 10 minutes late. Starting early is fine. So we already knew that. Upload a thumbnail image. You can just pick any image that you want. Put that in there, pretty simple. It even shows you how to line it up so that you know what it's going to look like. And we're going to do it, we'll just keep it just how it is today at 7:15 p.m. And I'm going to create that broadcast. So whereas we did that in Facebook Live Studio last week, I just did that right here in StreamYard. I haven't even been in Facebook yet, okay? Let's go to Facebook and see what these look like, because I've done a few of them. So let's see. Oh, you know what? I don't think I can do that because I think I only told this thingamajiggy that I want to share this screen. How do I tell it that I want to share the other screen? Oh, well, we'll think about that later. Okay, continuing. So this one, testing again. All right, so we are going to now enter the broadcast studio. This is the fun part. Are you ready? We're entering the broadcast studio. It always gives you a fun little tip. Okay, so here you get to see how you look. Make sure that your mic is working. If the green thing is bouncing up and down, it's working. You put in your own name, however you want it to look. If you only want your first name, that's fine. And then you click Enter Broadcast Studio. So we are not live at this time, okay? Up in the top right, you can see when you are scheduled to go live. And there is a Go Live button. And if you click it, you will go live because you can go live early. You just can't go live late. So you would indeed go live if you clicked it at this time, and it would turn red and it would say that you are live. So you know when you are. The big black rectangle in the middle, that is what your viewers see. So I kind of imagine that like a big TV set. I don't even know if people call them TV sets anymore. But so that is what people are viewing. So keep that in mind at all times. So right now, if I were to go live, people wouldn't be seeing anything. I have to put myself in there. So let's see if I can move this out of the way. So I need to add myself to the stream. So all right, the little box that I'm moving around right here, that is not anything to do with StreamYard. That's just me showing where I am. This is StreamYard. So here's where I would have to add myself to the stream. I'm not part of the stream yet. Click to add your audience and your video, or my audio and video. So I'm clicking that, and now boom, I'm part of the stream. So if I were going to go live, just me, then I would go ahead, add myself to the stream, make sure that I liked how my name looked in the corner there, check my background, check my lighting. This is really nice because it gives you a chance to see really well, if the setup is what you want, and you can get all situated before you go live. You can do several very cool things. I wonder if I can move this out of the way. Oh, I can. That's so awesome. Okay. Down here, you can invite someone. This is one of the key reasons why people like StreamYard so much. You can invite guests to the broadcast studio, and it's so simple, okay? You just copy this link, and then you can send it to them through Gmail, email, or Messenger. And when they click the link, they will come to your studio. They will be down in the bottom, right next to your picture. You'll see a little picture down there, and you'll be able to hear each other and talk to each other backstage, so to speak, which is super cool. And then when you want that person on stage with you on camera, then you add them to the stream just like I added myself to the stream. And then you can see up here that you can have both of you be the same, like split the screen down the middle and you're both filling the whole screen, or you can have it where you're like take up less, so the smaller pictures, different things. You can play with that. And then the other ones are if you were to be sharing the screen, like you were showing an image or a video. I started to explain that, but you know what? Honestly, it's kind of complex, and I think I'm going to let that ride. I think that you can learn that on your own when you're ready after you've gone live just with this a couple times. So anyway, so you can go live by yourself. You can invite somebody. That is easier than you think. It's very, very easy. When they are backstage, you can talk to each other, but nobody else can hear you. Right, I think. Yeah, mute mic. I believe that is correct. Right? Gosh, I think so. I guess I better check that. We'll look into that. But when you click them and put them on the screen, then they are seen and heard, by everybody. Isn't that interesting? Hold that thought, Louise. I know this, that I did at one point when I took them off the screen, I couldn't hear them at all. And then I heard somebody say, there's a way to take them off the screen, but have it where you can still hear them when you are on the screen, just in case you need a heads up. Like one time I had a guest panel and I was on and somebody was trying to get my attention, but I couldn't hear them. And so then I changed it up so I could hear them. And they were like saying, somebody's got a question, you're not answering the question. So sometimes you need a heads up. But I'm going to have to look that up and understand that. There's all kinds of little nuances, and every software has something different to offer and different pros and cons. But you can Google any question you ever have. And StreamYard has a great help section and tons of tutorials, and the people that run it are awesome people. They're young, they're hip, they're very quick to answer questions, tons of energy, and they're constantly making it better. I want to show you a couple other things that just make this really fun and so simple. One thing is called banners. Okay, so I already made some banners. One was when I told you lighting is everything, week 1, when our very first tutorial about going live. So that was a banner, and so I just clicked when I wanted that to show, and then when I was done I clicked hide, that I didn't want that to show anymore. Here's another banner, camera position matters, and then when I was done with that I clicked hide, etc. If I decide that I want that to, let's see, how do I make that? Is there a brand? I think I have to do it when there's a way to make it scroll across the bottom, but I think you have to make that decision right when you create it. So I'm creating another banner and I chose to make it scroll, and so now I'm going to add it. And that's called a ticker when it's, scrolls across. So like that might be something like where you want to put in a special offer that's, only good for like the next 20 minutes or something like that. It's, you've seen what I'm talking about. So something that you want them to really be focusing on right now. So that's kind of fun. And it's, like I say, it's so easy. You can change these colors. So that was under brand on this far right. I guess I should start at the top. So comments, that's where you can see the comments that people are making on Facebook. Banners, that's where you can create little banners that you can turn on and off at will. Brand is where you can make it look like you want it to look. I have the free version, so there are certain limitations, but I can go in and make, decide how I want the shape of it and the color and things like that. So I think that is fun. There is private chat, and that would be, so like if I have a couple of guests, that's where we are chatting. That's where they were saying, Michelle, people are asking you questions and you're not answering them, but I was so focused on something else, I didn't notice the chat. So that is all fun. Gal, we don't want to talk about that. Okay, I will just, I use a third-party software called OBS because I think that their screen sharing is easier. So when I know I'm going to share my screen, I use OBS, which is why I'm not the best person to teach you how to share your screen here, but I will show you that is an option. So down here it says share screen, you click that, and I actually have 2 screens now because I am all that. So this is asking, do I want to share the screen on my first computer or my second computer? That's one option. Another option is, am I just sharing an application? Do I want to share, this Vimeo record application or my StreamYard application? Or I can share a Chrome tab. I have 2 tabs open right now. I have StreamYard open and I have Facebook open, which I thought I could switch back and forth, but when I go to Facebook, then I lose the connection with this video, so I can't do that. So that's where you decide what you want to share. So I can do that part. I know that much. If it is a video or anybody's talking or there's any kind of audio at all, you must click this. Otherwise, people won't hear a darn thing, and that's embarrassing. So I will show you when I add that to the stream. So this one is like, I'm small and that one's big, right? And then I can go the other way where I'm big and that one's small. So, or I can just take myself totally out and, have it just be the screen is filled with that. So, that's kind of fun. And that's that. I mean, it's so stinking easy. And up here where you had clicked, go live, and then it turns red, it says it's live. And then there's another one that says end live video. You click that. Why am I not moving in the right time frame here? Must be because my husband's online too. You would end your video, and it asks you, are you sure you want to end it? Yes, you do. And then it just posts to Facebook for you, just like that. I mean, it's so incredibly simple. And the only reason that I wanted to hop over to Facebook was to show you that it has already created a post for me on the page that I'm going to broadcast to with that picture, with my title. Everything's all done, done. It's all posted, ready to go. The time is set up. People will get a reminder. It's extremely, extremely easy. I think that people prefer this because of the ease of use and because you can bring a guest on. Why would you want to bring a guest? Well, it's fun to have two people talking. Like, you can do an interview type thing. You can do a tag team. I know when I've had guest events for things that I've done for my business, maybe I'll talk for a while and then I'll take myself off the screen and put somebody else on the screen just to give some variety. And it's, cool because you don't have to even be in the same town. I can be here and somebody can be pretty much anywhere. And we can, have different backgrounds then and different, all kinds of stuff. And it makes it for the more variety there is visually and just with personalities, the more interesting it is for your audience. So that's just a lot of fun. So I love it. I think it's really easy. It's one of the more popular ways to approach going live on Facebook. I have tried a few different ways to show you this. I wanted to be able to do it live, but I just don't think that's going to happen. So I am recording this in advance on my screen, and I wish that I didn't look like a robot, but I do. It's weird. And lastly, I would like to say, if you have any